There we go. Once a nigga, always a nigga.
Yeah, a nigga with good dick.
Yeah, I wouldn't know nothing about that.
You could though.
Ryan, are you serious? I mean, we talked for hours last night. 2 hours before we even had sex. And you asked me every question imaginable. And I did not lie to you. Man, I don't lie. I got no reason to. I'm a grown ass man, you feel me?
I thought I told you not to come to Hayden's house when he's not home.
Even after all that crazy shit he pulled, Hayden is still clueless. Don't fucking touch me! Don't fucking touch me!
I like men. Shit, there's a lot of men, huh?
Hey, what's going on, beautiful people? Thank you guys for tuning in to ACONNECTIONTV here on YouTube, the one place on the World Wide Web where we actually adopt similar connections despite our differences. And welcome to my channel. If this is your first time seeing me, I need you to do me a solid and follow me on Instagram and Twitter at ACONNECTIONTV. Also, I need y'all to do me another solid because y'all seem to be doing good with it. I need y'all to pound that like button. Let's get this video over 50 likes. And that lets me know that you want me to continue Gay Men I Have a Question, the vlog series. Also, I have an online streaming network called WatchACTV.com that I would love for you to be a part of by supporting and subscribing. That would be amazing. The more subscribers I'm able to achieve and get, the more we're able to create. And you guys know more than anyone that we need great, original, realistic, awesome, well-produced stories. In order for me to get to that amazing budget level of a well-thought-out production, I need the subscribers. So definitely subscribe. It would be well appreciated and it will go so far because there are a lot of gay and talented people out here that are looking for work, and you know, Tyler Perry's not readily available for everybody. Sony, Disney Plus, they're not thinking about the gays. So, hey, thank you guys again for subscribing. Anyways, the last video I did, Gay Men I Have a Question, was with regards to, you know, young gays versus old gays, or older gays, however you want to look at it. Why is there a huge divide amongst ages? And let's get through the recap and see what you guys thought. First question here, or comment here, we have from Emmanuel Sanders. You can't give a newborn a steak and expect him to indulge. With age comes wisdom. I will be 60 next year and I'm a proud black gay man. One of the most life-changing quotes I've learned is life isn't about wanting for the storm to pass. It's all about learning to dance in the rain. Happiness is a choice at any age. All right. I hope I make it to 60. I sure enough hope I do. Next comment is from Sir Lawrence T. Hey, ACONNECTIONTV, great conversations as usual. To your question about the verse and bring up age, personally, I bring up age at early 20s, so it's established boundaries. I want to communicate and reflect a young life, not an adult life with many responsibilities as apartments, shopping, marriage, investment, and cars and property, starting, building a family, as the older gays are more moving towards in their age. And again, people my age owns those. For me, more money, more problems. I just don't want. Oh, this is a long, okay. I'm gonna get, okay. I get insecure older gays, 30 to 35, after they become more like you, secure with themselves. All I come to experience so far, I like to play a timeline game with my age. More about what they wish they knew or did. Again, you mentioned your view on us younger gays in the fast speed of technology era 2020s. Older gays give off they want a more mature youth twink. Interesting. Y'all go ahead and read his, like and heart that. Interesting comment. Cornelius BTV says, I get the you look good for your age all the time. I'm like, I eat healthy, drink water, shea butter, beautiful parents. I cuss people out when needed. I'm not 35, I'm 35. All right. A 20-something called me Zaddy last month in New Orleans. Okay. Let me heart that. Charles Yas says, Wesley, as you get older, a person should grow financially, educational, and emotionally. Some of us look older. Some of us keep our youthful looks. Let's all get along. Love from Orlando. I agree. Let me go down a little bit. Let me see what people are saying here. Robert Harris is okay. Interesting topic. Some in the gay community think that you are old if you are over 35 or 40. Some think you are old once you reach 30. I think that some people look better, think better, act better, etc. as they age and mature. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, okay? The Wesley back in his 20s has nothing with me today, baby. Baby, I was fine divine wine in my 30s. I had muscles and everything. I slimmed down a little bit because I just been so focused. And in the office on watchactv.com, I don't go to the gym that much anymore. But baby, I'm still fine, okay? So I look better as I get older. I look way better than I did back when I was younger. Period. A lot of us and y'all do. Some of y'all, never mind. Many, not all, take better care of their health and body as they get older. There is nothing more attractive than a mature, healthy, financially secure, emotionally grounded older man that takes care of his health. Keep doing what you do, Wes. I've been watching your videos since your Culture Club in Fort Lauderdale days, and I see your growth. However, I must say that your old videos on the cruise ship with your friend Nunu when you were drunk off your ass and kept saying, "Don't judge me," had me laughing out loud. Hey, come on with it. I need to get back. We need to get back on cruises, man. This whole situation with this pandemic. Anyways, so that's the recap. Listen, gay men, I have a question. And thank you guys so much for those comments. I really do love the comments and appreciate it. Thank you so much for commenting. Again, hit that like button. That last video got 84 likes, I believe it said. 84 likes. So we crossed that path over 50 likes, so thank you for that. But gay men, I have a question. You ready for the question? You read the title of the question, title of the video. Do tops exist? Or better yet, do full tops exist? Is there a person out there in the world that has never bottomed before? Yes. Short answer, yes. But if I had to give you a ratio, a probability percentage, I feel like if you lined up 20 gay men together in a line, if you lined up 20 gay men, right, side by side, you would only find one man that has never bottomed before. Maybe two. Maybe two. Maybe two. But the average will probably be more than likely one. I'm gonna give you a maybe on that too. Okay? And let's further go into that, right? We can dive deep, kind of deep in this video. I'll try to make it not too long, but hopefully you got your snacks, you chilling, you having a little drinkage or whatever you got going on. Okay, relax with me, all right? Let's digest, right? So, you know, gay people have the roles established in the relationship as bottom, verse, and top. Oftentimes, verse is kind of like skewed over because usually in life, in the world that we live in, things are that cut and dry. Black and white, top and bottom. That's pretty much what it is typically, right? That's the premise, that's the base. If you're in the verse range, you're considered a high commodity or something that's looked at as extravagant because you're able to go both ways. You're able to diversify your portfolio, if you will. I'll give you all of that, okay? But there's like gray areas with everything because everyone is different and everyone has a different meaning for this lifestyle that we live, right? And so for me, specifically talking about tops, I talked about it in my last video where I said the definition of a top is a person that does the sticking, okay? And I still believe firmly in that. Top can be anybody, right? You can be a top for 5 minutes. You can be a top for a day. You can be a top for a week. You can be a top majority of your sexual encounters, right? But you have it to where a lot of individuals say that tops are so hard to find. You know, where are all the real tops? Where are they? Or that there's just so many bottoms in Atlanta, or there's so many bottoms in Texas, or there's so many bottoms, blah, 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 whatever the case may be. Where are all the tops? Well, I'm gonna tell you, they are non-existent, okay? They just are. You have, and what I mean by that, let me clarify, because some of y'all be, what I mean by, when we're referring to tops in this particular video, we're talking about people that that's all they do, and they've never bottomed, ever, right? In this video, when we talk about tops, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about men that have never bottomed before, and all they prefer, and all they do, and all they have ever done is top, right? Those people are extinct. Like they're a rarity, okay? Again, you line up 20 men, you'll probably find one that fits that category, right? And it's no shade to any of the men that don't fit that category. We're just talking about the allure and the admiration and the want for, and the fantasy and the fantasizing for these particular tops, right? Because it's something that goes along with the mandingo, the machismo, the masculinity, the daddy role, like I talked about in the last video. You know, a lot of guys like that. Or you can only be a top if you give and exude all of that, right? We already dug deep into that, right? But I had a conversation with somebody recently, very known in the adult industry. And we were talking about people that want to do, I'm not going to say no names, because I know a lot, but I've learned over the years to keep things to my chest, because, you know, I see people all throughout. But anyways, I just don't want any like bad energy. I'm a fighter of bad energy. I don't like bad energy. So I'm gonna keep names out of it. But anyways, this person is extremely popular, and I was having a conversation with them about, you know, people wanting to film or whatever. And I said out loud, I thought he was a top, right? Because we were talking about them wanting to do a film together or whatever the case may be, right? So what came out of my mouth was, I thought they were a top. Every time I saw this person, I never thought he was full top. Now, he don't fit my category that we're talking about, that we're discussing here, right? But he goes around, you know, labeling himself as a top, right? So that's what I'm gonna respect him as. Okay, cool. That's how you label yourself as. Cool. In the back of my mind, you ain't giving that at all. But okay, cool. That's how you label yourself as. That's what you do. That's how you put your stuff out there. Respect you, right? So when we were talking about it, I said, oh, I thought this person said, isn't he a top? The person looked at me like, no. I mean, in y'all's eyes he is, but, you know, he's versed. And I was like, oh, okay. I mean, I figured, because you ain't telling me. You're just not telling me that's all you do. We talking about, again, you're not telling me that that's all you do. You can be top all day long, but that ain't all you've been doing, right? That ain't all you've been doing. We know, right? So I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Okay, cool. Then I said to myself, I'm like, I couldn't see that person doing that to you. I just couldn't see it. It's just not, you know, again, I'm, you know, daddy mommy with it. That's what I am with it. If you don't like it, hey, that's how I am with it. You may not be that way with it. You can be mommy all day long, but I'm daddy mommy with it. So I'm like, I don't see him doing that to you. But hey, if that's what you want to do, okay, cool. But he was like, yeah, oh, the person is this and that, and they're not a strict top. And neither is such and such. And when he said that, I said, oh, well, I gathered that. I said, oh, I gathered that too. I seen photos of the back area, and you not telling me that ain't getting touched. You just not telling me the back area ain't getting touched. Listen, if the back area ain't giving raisin, If it ain't giving raising, then that means it's getting tapped. I tell my ladies out there, my lady friends, baby, listen, because my Gaydar is legit 100% of the time. 99.9% of the time, my Gaydar is legit. Or my same sex interactions, is legit. Because gay is so subjective nowadays. But anyways, so I tell my ladies all the time, listen, ladies, if you want to know if your man, get down with the get down, throw down with the throw down, make sure that back area is a raisin. If it ain't a raisin, or as Azalea Banks would say, a balloon knot, if it's not a raisin or balloon knot, it's something happening back there. It's something happening. If you go back there and it look like a cluster of raisins, or if you go back there and it look like a cluster of balloon knots, baby, something going on back there. And a lot of these individuals that, say that they're a top, they have clusters back there. They have clusters. So it just, you're not telling me that that's what you do. And this person confirmed that this person is not that. And I'm like, I knew that. But again, these people don't, put that out there for whatever particular reason. Why do we hide? Why is it a thing where I'm just a strict top and you not gonna bother me? Let's talk about it. We're gonna cover a lot in this video. Let's talk about it. And this is again dealing with the daddy mommy thing. Like you're not finna daddy, and I'm about to get so ghetto with this video. Apologies, okay? But you're not finna daddy just anybody. You're just not. You're not. And a lot of people take being mommied personal. They're sensitive to it. If you gonna mommy someone, listen, you got to be emotionally capable. You got to be daddy all day. You got to take care of, make them feel nurtured and cared for. We not talking about the bottoms in this situation. We talking about the men that on occasion might like to get mommied, but they're not going to be mommied by any old body, right? And that's important, And then sometimes when you get mommied, you're just like, oh my God, you fall in love because like you allow this person to mommy you, and now it's just like, oh my God, he's so amazing. People don't like that, When you mommy somebody the right way, their mind get all screwed up because it's a vulnerable place for a lot of men that don't regularly get mommied. It's a very vulnerable space to be in. So when you get mommied, when that person allows themselves to be mommied, then it's just like, oh my God, it moves them in a way, right? A lot of men don't like that vulnerability with it. They don't like it. They don't want to deal with it, And then on top of that, a lot of men don't like what you have to do to get prepared for those types of situations to occur. People like to eat, People like to eat. I like to eat. Everybody likes to eat. Don't nobody want to be waiting around 3-4 hours with nothing in their system so that they can, partake in those kinds of activities. Again, this is not for everyone. I'm just speaking about the men that are primarily tops that sometimes think about the bottom situation and what they go through, right? That's what we're discussing. And we're also discussing the problems with being considered a top versus bottom or whatever the case may be. But the first question was, do strict tops exist? And my answer to that is, again, they're damn near extinct. But going back into realizing that a lot of these men that are out here that are saying that they're tops or whatever, they've bottomed before. They probably still bottom currently. They just don't want you to know that that's what they do. And again, it has to deal with the daddy and mommy syndrome. It also has to deal with the fact that they don't want you to feel like you could potentially get them in that way, because they're only going to be mommied by certain individuals, and that's just what it is, you know. And a lot of individuals, and there are those out there that just don't enjoy that situation. They don't get any pleasure in it at all. Those people exist. That's why they primarily top. But they primarily top because they've gone through it. You know, they're not a complete strict top. And I'm going to add on to that by letting you know that, you know, the best tops in the world are people that have experienced the bottom side of things. Okay. The best kissers in the world are the people that have experienced kissing. Okay. The best sex makers in the world are the people that have experienced having sex. So it is what it is. You're not going to, if somebody is out there claiming to be a strict top, I would question it. But then I would get to know that person. I'm speaking to you because I'm not looking for that. I would get to know the person to ensure that that's where they actually are. Because again, strict tops are damn near extinct. A lot of your faves out there, they're not strict tops. I mean, you see some of them. They're doing, you know, verse videos now, speaking on the adult industry side of things. But I'm not surprised by none of this stuff because I know these people. So it is what it is. Y'all are surprised and caught off guard like, oh my God, I can't believe it. But you need to. Because I'm not going to say none of them, that's mean. But none of them are. None of them are. Maybe one. Maybe. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay. Like it's not a bad thing to explore your avenues, no pun intended. It's not a bad thing. And I'm trying to, you know, YouTube and make sure this video is great for YouTube. But it's not a bad thing to explore. You're an adult, long as you aren't hurting anyone or, you know, making anyone feel bad or, you know, crushing anybody's hearts. Do what you do. Be who you want to be. Explore. It's okay. And don't be ashamed of, you know, being on the mommy side, and don't be ashamed of being on the daddy side or in between, the uncle and aunt. Don't be ashamed, because at the end of the day, we all have tried it. Yeah. You see that muscle mandingo daddy figure? He got mommied a couple times. He may not like it. He may decide that it's not for him. He may never want to do it ever again because he's not pleased or whatever. But he's tried it, you know? And I'm going to tell y'all one thing. There's someone out there in the world that will get that person to be mommied. There's someone out there in the world for everyone. Except that one person out of the 20 that's like, I'm not here for it. He exists. He does. I might change that. It might be 1 out of 30. It might be 1 out of 30. Yeah. But I think there's someone out there that can mommy anybody. That person they have to come together, and there has to be a reason for them to want to get mommied. It has to be a reason. And hopefully y'all are following everything that I'm saying and that y'all get it. And please don't ask me to name drop who I'm talking about, because I'm not going to do that. That's very disrespectful. I'm not going to do that, because again, I know these people, and I'm not going to put their business out there, because if they wanted their business to be out there, they would put it out there. But again, I'm going to end this video by saying that I think I'm going to change it. One out of every 30 men is a person that has never been mommied before, and that is only the daddy in all situations. That's what they want, that's what they like, that's what they know, and that's all that they're going to do. I'm going to say 1 out of 30. I'm gonna say that. And I'll probably give a maybe of a 2 or 3 out of 30, but I'm gonna say 1 out of 30. It is what it is. Now again, they may have tried it and they decided that they don't want it no more, so now they're just, you know, a part of the daddy clan. And that's fine. That's fine. But they're not a strict top. They're not. They just prefer the top now. You know? And I think that, again, that's all okay. There's nothing wrong with that. And I'm not trying to prove a point by any of that. But I guess where this conversation came from, and the topic in this video came from, is understanding the dynamics that we have to face in the gay world. Navigating through it without embarrassment and being okay with whatever role we decide to play in the bedroom. Number one, it's okay. Number two, realizing that the fantasy of a complete top is freaking damn near non-existent, because complete tops don't really exist. They're like a dragon in today's world. Have you ever seen a dragon before? Are you ever gonna find a dragon in real life? Are you ever gonna walk outside and see a dragon going past your house? That's the equivalent of that's the equivalent of seeing someone that is actually a complete top. You gonna walk out the window and see a complete top walking? Anyways, thank y'all for watching this video. Let me know what y'all think about this topic. Listen, if y'all want me to talk about this more, if y'all want me to continue the Gay Men I Have a Question series videos more, let's get this video over 50 likes. Click that like button, and in the comments below, sound off and let me know what other questions you have out there. Okay? Love y'all. Stay blessed. And hey, please go watch ACTV.com. Okay? Go watch ACTV.com. Merchandise is going to be available real soon, actually for the month of December. I'm going to get the line of merchandise to be available. But definitely go to watch ACTV.com and support. Love you guys so much. Deuces.